All right, so we're going to look at the next step in our process here. We are now at hour 96 of this dual crop of sunflower and wheatgrass. We uncovered the wheatgrass at hour 72, and we're going to uncover the sunflower now because it wasn't quite ready to be uncovered the other day. So I did post a time lapse in the comment field and in the chat field here. So you can see what the growth looks like from hour 72 to 96 because a lot happens in that time period. It's where growth really starts taking off. And you can see it in both crops. The 24-hour period is summarized into 14 seconds, so you can really see the difference. You can see the movement of the wheatgrass more than doubling in size, and then you can see the sunflower really pushing that bottom tray up. So now that the sunflower has done its cycle, we can uncover and let it get some light. So I'm going to take this off here, and then just to get back where we were, I'm going to rotate this way. I'm going to put a couple more trays right here, like that. Put the wheatgrass on top. So what I'm doing here is bringing the wheatgrass a little closer to the light. Now, there's no hard rules about how close to put stuff to the light, but I like things to be about this close. So you can see this isn't quite as high as I'd like it, but it's good enough. I'm going to give you a quick look at this tray here. So pretty good germination. A little bit of mold up here, a little bit of mold in here, but nothing that's really going to affect yield too much. Why that happened, don't know. Doesn't matter that much. They're just tiny little bits. Most of the time it's okay. You can see the germination is slowed because of that, but some of that will recover. So hopefully we still get some good growth there. This is quite warm. I can really feel the warmth because this one's on the heating pad. Yeah, looks really good. Growth looks really good. Here's our wheatgrass, which we uncovered yesterday. So it greened up really quite a bit. And now this one greened up maybe a little quicker because it had some light on at night, which I used for the time lapse. But you can see how quickly it does photosynthesize. So I talked to you yesterday about my watering. When I uncover, I give things a little bit of water. So it's just a little bit for the sunflower. And the sunflower especially appreciates it. Sunflower does grow fast. It does use a lot of water. And because of the heat pad there, I kind of feel like that's getting sprayed with a hose on a really hot day. The sunflower is just like, we love the heat, but it's nice to cool down. So we've given this a little bit of water. Same thing as with the wheatgrass. What I'm going to try to do is just limit this to one watering. And so that'll be on today's Tuesday. I'll give these both the water on Thursday, and that'll probably carry them both through to harvest time. The wheatgrass, which will get harvested on Friday, and the sunflower, which will get harvested on Saturday. Now I might give the wheatgrass or the sunflower a second watering just to make sure there's lots of turgidity in it when I go to harvest. If there's not enough water, it's kind of limp when you harvest it, and it also doesn't keep as well. So making sure the tray has a good 6 hours worth of water in the soil before you harvest it will make a big difference in quality. One thing I wanted to comment on, sorry. One thing I wanted to comment on that I overlooked yesterday, or with covering, is I put the wheatgrass directly over the sunflower to maximize space, and then I uncovered the wheatgrass. Oh no, we had a block on there too. So we had the block, and then we had the wheatgrass. Now I could have actually kept that block on there by keeping the block and everything right between the two crops. And by having an extra tray in there. I just kind of overlooked that. I do like to keep this tray not moving as much as possible. So once there's something on top, I don't want to take it off and then put it back. That tends to disrupt the stems and can damage them. So I really try to avoid that. So now we're at hour 76. The wheatgrass has been uncovered for 24 hours. The sunflower has just been uncovered, and we're going to see how much growth we get now over the next 3 to 4 days in both of these crops. The wheatgrass is easily going to go to the lights, and the sunflower is going to grow up to about here to prepare for to be harvestable. Now, what I would usually do at this point, if I want to have a perpetual crop, is this is the point at which I would sow another crop. As soon as I've got this crop uncovered, I can sow another crop and slide it underneath. And this is how you really maximize a space like that. And by doing that, I can harvest a tray of wheatgrass and a tray of sunflower twice a week. So that's what I'm trying to do, is maximize this time here. I've got quite a lot of sunflower in the fridge already and some wheatgrass, so I don't need to do that, but I'll probably start my next crop on Thursday or Friday. So we're going to do a check-in on this crop on Thursday. We're going to see what it looks like after 2 more days of growth. The wheatgrass will check in again on Friday for harvest, and the sunflower will check in on Saturday at harvest. Then all these videos will be put together so you can look at them all in a series. So hopefully that's giving you a sense of what the cycle looks like and what you should expect with each cycle. And that's just for these 2 crops. Over the next few weeks, we'll do that with some different crops, and we'll look at, did I uncover this too early or too late? And then we're going to go into a series of experiments where we look at different covering times, and we look at different soaking times to see how that affects different crops. So that'll be our next series. That's it for today on this. I hope you found that useful, and we'll see you on Thursday and Friday.